Now we control anything that ships out of that strait. So much oil flows out of that strait to the whole world. The fact that we now control it, what does that do to China?
It now means we have a chokehold on the strait. Look, assume that China wanted to move on Taiwan, right? There's a military response.
Oh, yeah, here we
but
go.
But now we have a massive energy response, which
That's
is
right.
We simply don't
We could just cuck China entirely.
allow any tankers to ship
Yeah.
oil from the Persian Gulf through the...
Dude, we own all of the Gulfs. We own all of the ports. All right? We own the world. It's ours now, unfortunately. Planet America, that's what we're renaming it. The United Continents of Trump.
Strait of Hormuz. We can do it.
Yeah.
It might have been a little bit dicey had we not taken out the Iranians.
Yeah.
That's roughly half of their oil. 40 to 50% of their oil is now suddenly not available to them. So those are enormous methodologies. And look at what happens in terms of military technology, Jesse. China provided their most advanced air defense capabilities to Iran. We completely destroyed them. They didn't shoot down one American or Israeli plane. This is reminiscent of 1982 when the Israelis flying F-15s went up against the Syrians flying MiGs, and the Israelis beat them 81 aircraft to 0. What happened after that? They couldn't give the MiGs away. So China now has the problem that their military technology is not recognized as being up to par to the United States.
That's right.
It's going to have huge implications with a whole host of other countries.
Yeah, again, they're not even going to want to start a war. This is what Trump meant, by the way. Every time they ask him about Putin and Ukraine, he said, never would have started if I was president. He's right. Because no one would be stupid enough to start a war when Trump is president. Because this motherfucker's crazy. See, China's not going to invade Taiwan while Trump is president. No way. He could literally cut off their entire energy infrastructure. He could destroy, obliterate them. Dude, the Israeli Air Force, and that's a country the size of New Jersey, all right, is more powerful than the Chinese Air Force. That's crazy.
So they lose a bunch of customers and they lose face. Now that the United States, if this mission is successful, now we have no idea how this is going to play out. We're praying it works out. If it's successful, what kind of position does that put the United States of America with Venezuela and now Iran more in our orbit?
Well, it means that a lot of countries in the developing world that might have been flirting with China don't want to flirt with them anymore.
That's right. Why would you want to make a deal with China, a country completely and utterly cucked that could be turned off at any moment? Like, the entire balance of power shifted. People were talking about this like it's the Chinese century. Trump was able to, in 2 seconds, all right, a couple of little dictators, a couple of el presidentes later, and China quite literally has nothing.
Because they realize that, A, China can sign all the quote-unquote strategic partnerships.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter, right? Like, they signed all these strategic partnerships with Iran. It's not helping them at all, bro. They're losing Ayatollahs fast.
But they're not going to do anything about it if their allies get in trouble. I mean, all China's done is send some scolding messages. They haven't done a single thing to stand up for their allies. Second of all, they understand that you know, this administration is the partner that they want to be in business with, not Beijing.
Yeah, obviously.